All right, hopefully this camera angle is optimal lighting. But here we go. Sleep. Sleep is the most, I don't know why I'm putting on this voice here, but sleep is the most important asset. Everything, energy wise, health wise, all comes from sleep. That's the first start of your day. You want to wake up with the most energy possible. You want to be able to tackle your day with a full battery. And a lot of people start off the day with this half drained battery and expect things to go the way they want them to go when they have half a battery. How does that make any sense? Like, nobody wants no half charged battery. Like, let's be real here. The coolest people have a fully charged battery. They're able to do things throughout the day, accomplish things, hang out with people, you know. They're awesome. And if you want a full battery, all you got to do is not sleep 8 hours. That's a lie. Not go to bed at the same time every day. I'll tell you how both of those are kind of a lie in a second. Actually, I'll tell you right now. So the most important factor for sleep is actually your wake-up time. When you wake up is more important than when you go to bed. Yes, sometimes you will go to bed sooner or later, or maybe you wake up sooner or later. But more important is that your night schedule, so when you go to sleep, fluctuates more, while the time you wake up is what actually stays the same. That is more important for keeping your body's natural rhythm and sleep patterns consistent. And to set the system up, you want to set, so to actually like get the results from this, what you're going to want to do is if you're under the age of 25, let's say you're 18 to 25. If you're younger than that, get out of here. 18 to 25, you're going to want, the most optimal time is going to be about 9 hours for you. Up until you're like 25, early 20s, 9 hours of sleep. If you're older than that, you're going to want 7.5 hours of sleep. That's pretty optimal. I think that's 5-ish sleep cycles. Okay. Yeah, 4 or 5 sleep cycles. Anyway, don't math. It's the end of the day. I'm tired, guys. All right. But anyways, if you want the most optimal sleep, wake up at the same time every day. Pick a time. You can go to bed earlier than the time to get those 7-8 hours, or you can go to bed a little bit later. Just as long as you wake up at the same time, that's what's important. And that also helps regulate your hunger cues and your hormones and quite literally everything. And bonus points, if you can get your sunlight first thing in the morning, that's good stuff. If you can get sunlight within the first 30 minutes, you're golden. And then get your first meal within 45 minutes, even better. That's top tier strategy right there. It's the best way to start off your day. Get some protein, get some carbs, maybe even some fats. I don't have very much fats in my breakfast, but a lot of protein and carbs. It's a good start, right? And then I'll exercise in the afternoon. It's all great. But that's only because I got a consistent wake-up time. You see where I'm going with this? Gives me the energy to be able to not only help clients and be able to go to the gym and do these exercises. And then even at the end of the day, this is like right before bed, which I should be, reading a book and calming down, but I'm going to film this, get my thoughts out, and then I'm going to go to sleep. That's going to be the method. But another thing is 45 minutes before bed, avoid bright lights. I got my bright lights right on right now. But ignore that. That's just because I'm filming, guys. But avoid bright lights. Avoid anything super stimulating. Avoid listening to music. I'm not listening to music. It's my mic. Trust. But you're going to want to avoid anything that's stimulating. 45 minutes before you sleep. To an hour. And then you're going to go to sleep and you're going to wake up at the same time every day. It's better to be like an hour or two off from your sleep time and just wake up at the same time every day than it is to care more about the quantity and wake up later in the day. So, if you want more energy, the first tip I'd recommend, get that sleep dialed in. Avoid those screens before bed. If you're watching this video, you better be switching up that alarm clock and actually taking action. Like, why are you watching this and not taking action? Like, you're wasting your time. Like, get off YouTube and do something. I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want. But if you want more energy, dial in that sleep.